Take 747. Ah. So this has been a huge issue I've been trying to process, which is the stuckness of perfectionism and the internal anxiety and feelings that I can't do things. So I'm just going to keep rolling because I know the words will come out. But what's happened is that I had 200 topics. I've done so many videos in my head today. I've done everything else but do the videos. Everything is done except the videos. And I've had a list of how long I needed to do some videos. And I have 18 minutes before I have to pretty much leave to go to work. City Chic, we have a team meeting tonight, so I love team meetings, so I'm pretty excited. So I've got a new dress to try on. I'm just going to ramble a little bit, but there is a reason why I am on. Originally I was just going to talk about jewelry, but I had all this emotion come up because I'm really passionate about direct sales and party plan, and you know, it was my 18th birthday the other day, and I've went through photos, and I actually even had like an article written in the newspaper that I found, and today is 67 years since Park Lane started. So you know, it all happened around the same time, and I remember joining 6 years ago and it being a big deal. And you know, like it's almost like, you know, when, say for example, you're a learner driver or a new driver and you're invincible if you're like a teenager. I remember being like 20 starting and nothing was a problem. I didn't overthink a thing. I am the biggest overthinker. I must have a uni degree in overthinking for sure. I've spent so many years doing it. But it had gotten essentially worse the last couple of years, especially either in lockdown or going through some trauma and all the stuff I'd kind of recently been through. I do a lot of, like, there's so much going on. And there was anyway with having ADHD. But there was a lot of ruminating going on anyway, but it just got worse. So I'm in this state of, I put out there yesterday that I was going to start doing some more parties with Park Lane, and I've got a few other things, like I'm actually opening up and expanding and celebrating a lot of things that I love, because I don't want to just do one thing. There's lots of things coming. But coming home to Park Lane has been really good for me because I know it back to front, inside out. I have the support of customers who I already have. I love, love, love styling, jewelry, accessorizing, and also the support of Mary, and also like the Dream Squad, and you know, the Rebels franchise as well, and my friends in America. So you know, there's a lot. Like I'm trying not to put pressure on myself to live up to the expectations that I think others have of me, even though they probably don't. I've been grateful for the beautiful comments and private messages and the cheering on. And I know I'm not letting anybody down. But this is the stuff that I feel like I put that pressure on me, that, you know, everybody knows Laura's fun for a party. Everybody know, you know, like there's this expectation that I've put on myself. So I just want to put it out there because I know that everybody goes through this stuff, me included, and I actually never talked about it much before. But I'm all into talking about my feelings more now than ever. The other thing is that I'm turning 40 next month, and the beauty of turning, well, the beauty of turning 40 and the work I've done on healing, you know, my younger self and understanding so much about who I am as a person, how I fit into my family, how I fit into my business, how I ended up, you know, essentially single at 40, divorced and no children, how I, you know, have addictions and how I've overcome them, and, you know, the whole lot, a lot of it. So because the last couple of years you generally talk about the shit stuff, you forget there was so many good moments. And I actually have a thing where I don't dream and I can't visualize. Everything's blank. Like, I didn't realize that other people could. It was actually quite upsetting when I found it. I'm like, no wonder I couldn't sit still. No wonder, like, I'm irritated by meditation, stuff like that, because everyone else is visualizing these amazing things and I'm just like, it's black. This is boring. But I'm very a keepsake person, and mementos, and also photos. So quite often I'm the one that takes lots of photos because it's how I remember. Clothes, like I'll remember where I wore something and just bits and pieces. So I have a few show and tell things, and in one of the photos I actually had show and tell where I had Marcus, my Cabbage Patch doll, and I found the photos of the birthday party my nonna and my auntie Fran surprised, and my mum surprised me when he turned 1, and he just turned 35, so I thought that was really cute. So I do have some photos. What I thought was really funny, and this was totally accidental, and I was like, it looked planned, but you have to understand that this was totally accidental. Being at home today, I just chucked on some clothes, and ever since I was 10, I have been to every Bon Jovi concert. My auntie Fran, who was 9 years older than me, was obsessed, so I was obsessed with what she was obsessed with, and it's so interesting, like going through photos, and every photo from probably about 7 through to like 14, 15, I had a Bon Jovi t-shirt on. My hair was either, like, as I got older, my hair was longer, it got straight, so my hair was pulled back like this off my face. I had a headband in, and I'd have black tights, and that was me. So I was about to get ready because I was like, I might as well get ready so I'm not late for work. And I looked in the mirror and I actually put my shapewear on, which I'll show you. I'll be nervous about that, but I will show you. But I put my shapewear on and I looked in the mirror and I was like, hello, little Laura. Because I had a Bon Jovi shirt on, which was random. And the reason why I have it on is because I want to do a whitewash, so I wanted to find one or two more things that were white so I could do a whitewash. So I've got a Bon Jovi shirt on, and my shapewear is like leggings. Oh, can you see it? Oh, I have to come back here. Can you see? And I looked in the mirror, which is just there, and I'm like, there she is. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Anyway, but there were so many really beautiful things that come out of finding photos of myself, my younger self. Anyway, back to show and tell. I might actually pause, have a sip of water, and just calm down. Hang on. All right, I'm back. So, collected myself. I might actually show you a few things, and it's just goes to show how, you know, you strip away a business, you strip away the people around you, you strip away the labels, and when you come back to yourself, everybody is the older version of the younger version of the self. You just got to find them. And, you know, I forgot that I loved craft, and I forgot that I loved dressing up. And, you know, essentially that's what I did in my business was, you know, firstly, you know, makeup and skincare, and then styling. And then I'm at work now in City Chic in the change room, and I style all day. So it's still in me. I'm still that girl that had so many hopes and dreams, that I still have those same hopes and dreams, and I've actually achieved a lot that I didn't give myself credit for. So I'm going to do a little show and tell. I really can't collect myself, can I? I will get there. But the first thing I want to show you is I always had a blankie, and I was so embarrassed that I had one and I wanted one. But I had a blankie growing up, and I probably didn't realize how sensory I was as a kid. Like, labels annoyed me. You know, I wore the same thing, Bon Jovi shirt, tights, headband, the same thing all the time. But my blankie, and I could tell you, I remember being at Nunna's, and Nunna ran over it with the pram when I was little, double pram with my brother. But we got some ribbon from a wedding, I'll never forget. And the ribbon was re-sewn on the outside. And I used to go to sleep and just rub my face on the ribbon. And it was just like the best hug when you're a kid. And I made Mum find it for me the other day because I think I want to frame it. So that's that. I didn't have a Care Bear when I was a kid, but I wanted one. So as an adult, I went and bought myself a Care Bear, and I'm not embarrassed that it sits on my bed. I don't care. It's my Care Bear. So, this is Cheer Bear, and actually took it to rehab when I went the second time. A lot of us, you know, had something to cuddle. So this is my thing. And I'm still the headband girl. Like, I'll actually show you, but I have so many headbands. Always headbands, scarves, scrunchies, the whole lot. So I'll just put my hair up actually. But I'll just show you some of the photos so you can see, like, this is me then and now. The other things I'll start to share with everybody is the stuff that I have learned about myself. Actually, I've got a list. These are things I want to talk about on in this group, but also up for or open to what other people want me to talk about too. I'm happy to do that. Obviously, jewelry and styling. Turning 40, I want to talk about that. Bra fittings, body and clothes, and your body image. That's been a really big one. I had a very skewed belief of food and my body, and I would think other people would think things of me that I was only thinking. So it's actually been really good to go back to, you know, challenging things that I remember as a kid that was innocently, like, you know, everyone says things innocently, but when you're a kid you don't understand the place that it comes from. And it could have been just a straight, like, I remember there was, you know, a strange like walking into a shop, and I remember a lady saying, "This is an adult shop," and you're a kid, and my mum covering up. I remember Mum covering up the fact that, well, this is where she has to shop because, you know, she's a bigger girl. So finding out about lipedema, which is a diseased fat, and I would talk a bit more about that. But also, what else? Makeup, being a perfectionist, business, curly hair, all the things. Like, I've been asked a lot of stuff, and I want to talk about all of it. So that's what this page is about. Long videos like this, short ones as well. I wonder if you'll even get through. But I'll just show you, you know, it was really nice to go through these. First of all, I hate cotton balls. Who made me have a cotton ball beard? Look, that's my brother at the front there. And it was so nice to see how Stephen and I were interacted as kids as well. I was always a flower girl. I loved playing dress up, so I was always sewing something. I even made my Year 10 formal outfit, but I made all those costumes when we were growing up. Hang on, I used to draw. almost got into Art Express. This was half done. These were paintings that Mum had up. I was always drawing. I was accessorizing before I was accessorizing. Always scarves. Like that, I was 19, 20 there. I've got some of those scarves still there. Like, I don't get rid of stuff like that. You know, I actually went to Weight Watchers when I was in year 5. I was nearly 80 kilos actually. And going into high school, I'm so glad that I guess it was one less thing I was bullied and picked on. But it was funny because I had photos taken. This was in year 7 when I went to high school. I had long hair. I didn't even know, you know, like. So that was the last time I probably had a photo in a swimsuit. But I was asked to be a swimsuit model. And I said yes before I had a chance to think about it. So it's actually happening. Whereas when I think about things, the answer is no. So that's scary, but that's exciting. Can't believe I'm doing it, but all good. This photo here, this is like reminds me of Oran Park as kids when we would slide down the hill. This is such my childhood moments. How cool did I think I was in Denham? This tree out the front of our house has so many photos of us. Whenever we went somewhere special, we'd always have a photo in front of the tree. This was the house. So Mum and Dad lived here, 25 years before I lived in this house. So this is the house I ended up moving in next door to my grandparents. But watch this. This is all the Bon Jovi coming at ya. Look at that. Obsessed. Bon Jovi. Hang on. I don't want to. Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi, Moons and Stars. Look, I was in year 8 here. I remember coming home, stayed up late, went to a sleepover. Bon Jovi. Played dress ups. This was the night after. This was Dave Lowe's 21st actually. We all got dressed up. My party was op shop, and then the night after we got dressed up. Talking on the phone back then, still talking on the phone now. This is Mum pregnant with me at the house I ended up living in next to my grandparents. And this actually was a little bit, I always remember this is classic Laura. I was moody. If I didn't get what I wanted, I was moody. And that I remember. I always remember having these feelings. I couldn't get them out because I had to just do as I was told, as we all do as kids. I was always the flower girl, and Stephen hated when boys would try to dance with me. So he'd dance with me. Look at that. Who is this girl? Always a flower girl. This is my curly hair, naturally curly hair as a kid. How cute am I? Again, Bon Jovi shirt. Look, I made that. I was a gollywog then. And I was a gollywog in preschool. And this is the blue room. Some kids know MacArthur preschool. Kerry, you work there. I was in the blue room. I was always playing dress ups. Always. And then accessorizing. Look, this was my first Bon Jovi concert. My best friend Jess came. Accessorizing. Extra. Next level. Always. And this is my car. I bought this cash. So I was working for Dad, and then I started doing the body shop parties, and I went to the bank because I wanted to loan to get a new car. And I already had $23,000 in the bank from my money I made from doing parties. So that was cool. And again, look, I grew up with Shane and Casey, and Auntie Kathy is always my biggest support in my life. She's an absolute darling. And it's amazing how Auntie Lynn, Auntie Kathy, Auntie Jan show up in so many of my photos, and they're Mum's best friends even today. And we always were at the yard truck races, and probably the only other time I wore swimmers. Oh, it was horrible feeling, like I was bigger than all the other kids. And it It's only stuff that I'm kind of healing now. So I'm going to press pause because I'm going to show you one or two more things. I just got to get it ready. Okay, so I'm not naked. I have my bra and my shapewear on, but I just wanted to show you all how amazing shapewear is, and how when you fit a bra, actually maybe I should do a bra fitting properly another day so you can fit your own bras. That might be an idea. I'm going to press pause and put the dress on and then talk about it instead of being naked. Okay, that's a little bit better. I think I feel comfortable being half naked. So I'm just about to go to a work meeting, and I bought this beautiful dress the other day, and it is nothing I have ever worn or thought about wearing ever before, but I do challenge some of the customers to try something out of their comfort zone. So if I ask them to do it, I have to do it too. But this dress is the colour. We all know I love a little bit of pink or purple, bright, something bright. I do wear quite a lot of black because you can accessorize black easily. And you know, my jewelry always dresses up an outfit, so it's quite easy. I'm having a bit of boob problem. I'm gonna have to fix that up. But I also, with this dress, and I'll show you it being a little bit longer, quite often we tie things to the front, like that. What's that doing? Absolutely nothing. But if this was a little bit too big, or I needed it to sit in the right spot, I'm just gonna pop the girls away. What I do is I get everyone to tie to the back, and it brings it in at the right spot. This you can't notice too well because it's fitted like nice and firm there. But if this was a bit loose, I could bring this in and it gives me a really nice shape. So or I tie it so it looks like it's part of this. I'm just going to do that one for now. So now that I'm super organized in my room, and you'll see the bottom of this, I'm going to wear boots with this today. I actually try to, I've got that little stand there, separated what I wear the next day, I just put there, because now that everything's organized, I've got so many options because they're available. Same with jewelry, and I stand there in the morning, I'm like, what am I gonna wear? And then I try too many things on, and I'm not usually like that. Usually I'm just like, I have to wear that because that's all I can find. Whereas now I have so many options, I'm struggling to make sure I'm, you know, not getting carried away. So what I also do is I have a tray of jewelry. I promise you I will pin that. A tray of jewelry, and I've got two different options here because I don't want to choose for nighttime. I put two options there, and then I'm choosing the jewelry in the morning, but I'm not choosing from all my jewelry. So I've got those there. So I'm just going to put, I think I'll go, I'm thinking I'm going to do like the blue, tealy blues and pinks. As an option. First of all, I did pick these, a lot of these. I'm pretty sure most of these aren't available, or they are older stock, but I do, yeah, I think this is it. So, just going to pop these in. Now, that scrunchie around my wrist, I'm going to take it off because I don't need it today, but I usually take it to work because a lot of ladies, and when we're shorter, the sleeves go all the way down there, but it makes you look shorter. It's too much material. Some ladies, even though it's a plus size shop, we're actually quite petite, so too much material. And we know, you girls would know, being with me for years with styling jewelry, showing off your wrist is the smallest part of your body. So I actually get the girls, you know, the old school like silver and gold ones that sit there, like I actually pop that on and we do some zhuzhing. So that's why I have that on my wrist. So I'm going to put on with my medical bracelet. So cute. I've got some beads. I've got a bangle. This is Cartier inspired. And a little bit of colour. So the colour to go with them. Pop that in there. My boobs are way too much. I'm so sorry. I will fix that. So I'm just popping on a few different, so that kind of matches. That's a bit cute. And then this is what I picked. So this will sit nicely. Make sure it's done right. The other thing is I've learnt a lot about styling different shapes, but as I've been talking about, I was diagnosed with lipedema, and it is a disease fat. So I've lost some weight recently by healing my brain, and well, there we go. Cute, I can do that. And while doing that, my arms have actually gotten bigger, and also my tummy is actually quite, there's a lot of skin, but also lipedema in the front, which actually means it's actually not great on my back either, but I have to carry my belly pretty much. So if I didn't wear shapewear like I have now, sometimes I wear the size up. So these ones are just a size up. I don't really need anything too tight with this dress, but I wear the size up in the shapewear, but it actually just holds my belly. So I need that as the lipedema, as I've lost weight and the lipedema still remains like that, like this doesn't go. So as you can see, I actually want to educate people on this, because I see so many people in our change rooms who just struggle with their body image, and they're like, everyone else can lose weight and I can't. But there's some clear signs that I'd love to share a bit more on. But this here, that there is 3 times heavier than normal fat, and it's actually heavy to lift. I get bruised very easily, and it's also it's quite painful actually. So my legs, going back through photos, it started in my legs, but there was a few triggers in my 20s and 30s for my belly, and my arms are probably the latest victim. So I try not to cover too much. I don't want to be that person that's like, I don't like my arms, but I do try to, use shapes and clothes to, form figures. This is my hot spot. I've got a little cap sleeve here. I'm quite small in the shoulders, and you'll see some movement in the skirt. I tell ladies, the things that you want to disappear, stop looking at them first in the mirror in the change rooms. So a lot of people say that they, might not like their legs or their knees. I do have big knees, and I noticed that I was looking at my knees first. Well, they're going to be there. So things like this skirt has a lot of movement. It's all about distraction. And I learned a lot of this stuff from jewelry. So there you go. Bit emotional. I do have to get going. This has been quite a long one. I'll see if I can upload it maybe tonight when I get back from the meeting. And thank you for listening. I will, I'll read the comments, and if anyone wants, I'll break down the topics I talk about, and I'll jump on here. And I don't want to just be selling a product. I just want to be open and talk about my life experience, and hopefully that it helps people in the meantime. Yes, obviously I do need an income, and you all know that I will never sell anything I don't hold value or give value to you. You know me. Thanks for listening.